I left you at the note that the neurologist, told me I need to relax my mind after I was practically unable to do anything in this lifetime. Anything that would use my brain would give me this tremendous headache that would make all the muscles in my body go tense and stiff, and that would cause me another type of tension headache. And for days, what I could only do was to go and sit in the hot bathtub under the water. The water had a soothing effect, or go sit in the dark and do absolutely nothing, people. Absolutely nothing, because there was nothing I could do, and I couldn't even fall asleep. You can tell me, hey, Kathy, you could have fallen asleep. No, I couldn't fall asleep. That's one of the biggest disasters of this particular injury I had, that even at night I would fall asleep and I would wake up at 2 a.m. and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't read. I couldn't look at the phone. I couldn't do anything. I had pain, and I was sitting there in the dark listening to my husband snoring. So this is where we left off. So you can see pretty bad situation I had at that time. And I was really struggling with this relax your mind. The only thing that came up to me very strongly was the meditation practice. So I had a meditation practice that went back to 25 years ago when I went to India, because I had started reading Osho's work and his way of thinking about the world. And I started a meditation practice after I came back from them, but it was very on and off. And after I came to the US, it became even more sporadic. But I always have had a reflective practices, always in my life. So I tried to think about my meditation, but the problem I faced was that I was trained in Zen meditation, which you need to focus to be able to meditate, and I couldn't focus. The focus would make my head hurt like hell. At that time, focus was the thing that would give me the neuroinflammation that was unbelievably painful. So I couldn't use that kind of a meditation. So I was on a journey to see, okay, I can't do that meditation. He wants me to relax my mind. What am I supposed to do here? So from now on, I'm going to tell you a story. And from now on, this is what I want you to pay attention to. And is that I was at the bottom. And it was going more and more at the bottom. I had pain. I couldn't go back to my profession, because my profession, I was a technology executive, and I couldn't even look at the screen for 1 second without feeling nauseated. So I want you to think about this. I was really at the rock bottom in here emotionally, and the fact that I was not even able to be with my own kids. They would come home and they would come to me, and I was like, I had so much pain and headache that I couldn't even be with them. And this was so painful every moment of my life at that time. So I was like, okay, how do I survive with this amount of pain? How do I survive this situation? And how do I find that relax your mind? So this is what I want you to pay attention here. I want you to pay attention to the fact that you are in a much better place than I was at that time, probably. If your fear is out of coronavirus, if your fear is out of other things in life, or if you are in a difficult position yourself too. So I want you to understand that we as humans can hit our rock bottoms, can hit the emotional disaster. It can happen. But what I want you to take from this episode is that we can come back. You have the ability to come back. You have the ability to be cautious but put the fear behind. If you're afraid of coronavirus, what if I get it? What happens to my kids? I know somebody in my network was a single mom who came and said, what if I get the coronavirus? Who's going to take care of my kids? This is legit, but you don't have to give way to fear. You just have to be careful and cautious, and really have hope and faith at this time. So I want you to sit with this, and next time we will hear the rest of my story. Be well.